Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have DisneyNature's Monkey Kingdom. This is a 1 hour and 22-minute documentary of sorts. It is from 2015, and it is narrated by Tina Fey. You know her from Saturday Night Live, Mean Girls, 30 Rock, among other things. And it follows pretty much the same format. If you've seen Penguins, we looked at Penguins a few weeks back. Uh, Maybe months. I don't know. No, I think it's just a few weeks, but it follows that same kind of format where they get nature photographers out there and videographers just filming the crap out of everything that goes on with a certain set of monkeys in Sri Lanka, uh, that area around between India and Africa, and it just follows this collection. I don't know what they call them, but this group of monkeys that exist on the ruins of an ancient civilization. There's trees, there's rocks. It's pretty much devoid of any humanity except for these cameramen, and hopefully not much more, in the sense of poachers and things like that. Hopefully that's not a case, but we don't see too many humans in this episode until the monkeys decide to go to the city. Yeah, there's like a narrative, just like the penguins thing. They give each of the creatures, each of the monkeys, a name, and then sort of build a story about around them, based on the things that actually happen to them. And I'm sure there's certain clever edits that take place that rearrange things that show, sort of flesh out a story that they kind of want to tell. I don't know. But either way, these these intrepid photographers, videographers, and just the crew that's out there risk life and limb, and you can see that when you watch the credits at the very end. There's moments when they're in the water, and you see the camera is on, looking at this one guy on the crew, and then it focuses on a monitor lizard, a big monitor lizard, just skimming through the water behind him, and he's just like, "Am I gonna die?" Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they attack humans. I imagine they could, if they wanted to, they could do some damage. I don't know, but yeah, they do have a taste for monkey meat, and we do get to see one take down a monkey in this one. Yeah, we it's very lighthearted because we got Tina Fey. She has a delivery that is very Tina Fey, but it's all scripted. It sort of tells the story of Maya here and her son Kip, and they just you learn a lot about the monkey hierarchy and I don't know, their culture. They have at least three generations still alive amongst this group in this area. Uh, like the adults are at least 40 years old in some cases. There's a grandpa monkey. We don't know how old he is, but you can see also cute little monkeys that are just born. They're so tiny and they're barely have any hair on them, but they're just adorable. But weirdly enough, all the adults seem to have really weird haircuts. Like they don't have haircuts. They didn't get their hair cut. Obviously, there's no monkey barbers that we know of. But they all these little, like I got a haircut. Like actually, I should talk. They have these little bowl cut type. Yeah, that's a great screenshot right there. They have these little bowl cut type top hair pieces. It seems like it's unnatural, but it's the way it grows. And on top of their other furry bits. Um, yeah, especially Maya. Maya stands out. You can tell that they're still talking about Maya through this entire thing. She's the mom who is sort of born into the lower class caste of monkeys. Yeah, they have different levels of society: high society and low society. And what rules the high society is their alpha chimp, but he sort of also answers to the women in the group. There's at least a half dozen, five or six female monkeys that kind of control everything. They get the first bits of food whenever it's found. They get first dibs for them and their kids. And yeah, there's a whole. I didn't understand that they actually had some kind of. I realize there's a hierarchy in a lot of the animal kingdom, but this seemed unusually human, or maybe we just borrowed from them, or just evolved slightly. You can see just looking at the female monkeys that they look like, I don't know, like mafia wives. That's the only thing I can imagine. It has a very mafia like feel to it, the way everything works together. And Maya and her family and she tries to raise a child. Um, she's, I don't know, kind of like the mistress in a sense. I don't know. They try not to make any judgments about their monkey morality, but yeah, it's very it's very strange. She eventually gets pregnant mysteriously, and from an outsider. It's like West Side Story. No, that's not. That doesn't happen in West Side Story. But it's who knows where this guy comes from, and he disappears just as quick. But he comes back. So there's a little bit of drama throughout this, beyond just the internal conflicts and hierarchy and just the people knowing monkeys learning their place, knowing where they land in that social status levels. Well, there you go. That's one of the main conflicts. But when they start venturing outside, they go into the human land. Like a little city in Sri Lanka, they're dodging trains and they're climbing on rooftops, climbing along wires between buildings, electrical wires, and then they're stealing from shops. There's even a point early on where they go to like a daycare center or something. I don't know, like a school maybe. Apparently, one of the kids is having a birthday, and the camera crew had to have just said, okay, we leave the windows open, everybody leaves, let's just leave a bunch of different foods laying around, let the monkeys go nuts. And they're able to film it without, disturbing the monkeys. They just go nuts, just tearing through all this birthday cake and all sorts of things on the shelves, just knocking things over like they're cats. They go nuts. And it's kind of fun to watch. But when they actually make it into the city, there you see them dangling from the roof and grabbing bags of chips and other foods, just bananas and gourds and who knows what else they're grabbing. And they had to have said, "Hey, look, street vendor, we'll give you a certain amount of money to leave this stuff, and we're gonna just film them going nuts on your cart or your shop along the street." I imagine, if they're going to lose that much inventory, they have to be reimbursed somehow. You just don't go, oh, good, a movie crew is here. Let these monkeys steal all of our food. Yeah, it's not going to happen. So we get to see some interesting little bits on the monkeys as they interact with humans indirectly, or at least the human world. So it adds. There's not just, hey, we're monkeys in a jungle and we're fighting amongst ourselves, or it's actually there's rival monkey armies that a rival monkey army that shows up, and there's a big monkey battle. So you get monkey babies, monkey battles. We get all sorts of stuff in this. So it actually keeps it interesting. And again, it's not too heavy-handed. It's not very, here are facts and data about monkeys. It's actually it's entertaining. It's pretty cute at times. It's a little distressing sometimes. You kind of worry that maybe Kip isn't going to survive this. You also see it's also a story that's sort of created where Maya must rise to the ranks to a place of power with her new beau. Yeah, there's all sorts of crazy drama to be found throughout this. So yeah, if it's your kind of thing, if you like documentaries that are a little stuffy and not all about facts and data. Well, I mean, this has facts and data. It's educational, and you can learn a lot. But it's meant to be more lighthearted and entertaining. It's one of the kind of things that they bring out. I think every Earth Day each year, and this is 2015. Penguins came out in 2018 or 19 or something like that. I think that's one of the most recent ones. But yeah, this one, they're annual entry, and it's shot the same way. If you saw Penguins, shot the same way, and it's kind of interesting to see how it all comes together. Yeah, and it's it's a decent hour and 22 minutes, well spent. It's fun. So, but yeah, if documentaries or monkeys ain't your thing, well, find something else. There's plenty on Disney Plus. But hey, I think if you watch this with your kids, especially the little ones, they'd get a kick out of seeing these monkeys jumping and flipping and grabbing each other and throwing each other around, and also, hey, for the parents, they start out the film with the monkeys singing "Hey Hey We're the Monkeys." It's not it's a cover of the Monkees singing that, but yeah, they bought the rights to use it in this documentary, so why not? Probably the most expensive part of the entire film, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, let's pick tomorrow's episode.
348.
348. Okay, well, we're staying right in that range. Don't have to go very far. All right. I'm not sure what this is, but it feels like one of those types of movies that were in the 60s, and who knows? Annette Funicello might show up in this one. Or what that guy that's in every single movie in the 60s, every Disney movie in the 60s. We'll see. But we're going to be watching My Dog, the Thief. Yeah. Not sure what that is. And some of you are like, oh, how dare you not know that? Sorry, I don't know everything. Yeah, I'm telling you straight out. I think I'd make an excellent husband. I can admit that. So yeah, My Dog, the Thief on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you here tomorrow with that.